Hi, this is Rod Campbell, the Marketing Director for ChiroHosting.com, and today I'm going to be talking about the difference between a well-designed website and a not-so-well-designed website. And I'm opening up my browser, and what we're going to do is take a look at two of our websites that we've just designed that we're very proud of, and it's on a brand new system that we launched at the beginning of June. And then I'm going to take a look at a couple of websites for other chiropractors that aren't as well designed, and I'll explain the differences between the two. Here's our test site for our brand new system. This is a site that just shows the basic features of our system and was kind of the proving ground for making sure that our system worked optimally. So as you can see, one thing stands out about this website. The aesthetic or the color design is extremely well designed. It all matches, and also it's very simplified. So there's not a lot of junk going on. Here on the sides of the web page, there's not a lot of useless information. And although there's vast libraries of video content and information, it's all hidden behind a very simple bar right here. So one click leads you to a vast amount of information. We don't throw all of that information at once on the front page because what that does is it barrages the visitor when they first enter the site. And if the visitor becomes confused and overwhelmed by the content of your website, they're more likely to bounce off of your website. And that's a good way to begin losing patients rather than gaining them. So I'm going to show you one feature here on this website before I move to the next one, and that's our location feature. This just shows the location of your chiropractic practice. So it's a embedded Google map, and this comes standard on all of our websites, as do all of these features. But it's, again, very simplified. There's one embedded piece of information that provides a lot of data for people who are visiting your site, but doesn't overwhelm them. This is a website that we just launched for one of our clients, and we're really happy with this. This was custom designed for our client, and her name is Mei Chung at Cupertino Pain Relief. And again, there's a couple of things that work really well about the website. When you first look at it, the colors all match. The design is very clear. There's one bar for navigation, and everything is aligned with one another. So the lines are very clean. They're parallel lines. There's no way that you can become confused or disoriented on this website. So there's a ton of content on each of our websites. One thing that I'll look at is you can see we have a button, what our patients have to say. This is our testimonial button. And if you click on that, here are testimonials for Dr. Chung. We also have an interactive 3D spine that comes standard on all of our websites. And this is one of our coolest features. It's the Ask the Doctor feature, which provides a degree of interactivity on the website. It allows patients who are viewing your website to easily, they can click this button and then fill out a form asking a question or asking for assistance or scheduling a consultation or appointment, and it gets sent directly to you. A few of the other features that we have, one that works really well is our video and article library content. And our libraries of content are vast, but they're very easily accessible. Here's one of our videos. It's How Chiropractic Works. And I'll open that up. It opens on its own, and then it plays the video. And it explains the benefits of chiropractic and how exactly chiropractic works. So it's a very simple, very elegant educational video. It's a fantastic resource for potential clients or patients. And this sort of content, because it's so easily accessible, literally at one click, it doesn't confuse people as they navigate your website, but it provides a valuable educational resource. There's also a How We Can Help button, and this provides detailed information on how exactly Cupertino Pain Relief benefits its patients. There's also obviously a contact form and a About page about Dr. Chung. Because what you want is a website that reflects you, exactly who you are. And you want people to get a sense for what your practice is about, for your professionalism, for your experience. And you also want them to feel like they have a personal connection to you and to your practice. So that's why we design each of our clients' websites individually And we customize all of the features and design of the website in order to match you and your practice and your specific personality. So this is an incredibly successful website, and beautifully well designed. But I'm going to show you a couple of websites that are not so well designed and are more standard of what you're more likely to see in the industry. And one thing I want you to keep in mind is that you have a chiropractic website as essentially your online office, and you want it to reflect your real life office. Your real life office you wouldn't paint in candy colors or in purple and green and pink, because you want your office to convey a sense of professionalism. You want people to immediately recognize you as an expert in your field and as a doctor. And that's what our websites do. But I'll have you take a look at a couple of other websites. Here's one of them. This is a dummy site for some of our competition. And right off the bat, you can see it doesn't look like a doctor's website. The purple, the green, the blue, it has a carnival-esque atmosphere. And there's not a sense of professionalism. The next thing you'll notice is that there's an overwhelming amount of stuff going on the website, but it makes it very difficult to navigate the core functions of the website. It's also very distracting. I mean, you've got a lot of very distracting imagery at the top, which top weights the page. And you've also got the spinning 3D graphics, which albeit are nifty, but they don't do anything to promote your individual practice or to draw patients to your actual office. I'm going to scroll down. There's a few things that you'll notice about the page. Number one, almost all chiropractic websites have the generic navigation page. And then they have a newsletter subscription center, and then either a 3D spine, or they have some sort of flash animation. And then they have these, I'm not actually sure what these links do, but they're very busy and not very many people click on them anyway. You scroll down a little bit, you've got featured articles, but none of them are very compelling. You can't see them because there's too many of them. And that's really it about the site. I go to these sites all the time and I just can't stand them. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. My advice is to avoid the flashy graphics, avoid the spinny spines, and the gizmos, because when somebody comes to your chiropractic website, they're looking for help. And the last thing that they want to be barraged with is a carnival-esque atmosphere and gizmos. The next website I'm going to look at is by a different chiropractic website provider, but as you'll see, they're almost identical. Again, you've got the navigation bar at the top, you've got the free newsletter, you've got a flash animation program. It's essentially a 3D spine. And then you've got a lot of information that's not easily accessible and is not very clear. And in fact, one of the problems with it is that all of the font on this website is so small that a lot of people can't read it. And then again, you've got the featured articles down here, and there's so many articles that you can't see what any of them are individually about. So this is a very difficult website to navigate, and almost identical, I'll do a comparison here, to the other website. They're remarkably similar, and they're just really busy. And now I'm going to do a comparison between all of these websites, starting here, to the websites that I showed you at the beginning that we just designed. And I think you'll see the difference. So as you can see, there's a lot of busy stuff going on both of these websites. And this website is very clear, very easy to navigate, and personal. It's about the doctor. And that's what makes a successful website. And it's ultimately what leads to actually drawing patients off of your website and into your practice. So if you have any other questions about chiropractic website design or concerns, feel free to send me an email. My name again is Rod Campbell, and my email address is rod, R-O-D, @chirohosting.com.